Well, we are live.
We are. Welcome.
Hey, everybody. We're so happy that you're here. While we wait just a few moments to get a few more people into the room, we just wanted to say howdy to everybody here on April 10th, 2020. And welcome to our first official happiness chat, right?
In our first super chat, too.
Yeah, that's right. We do have that ability. I think we have that ability. We'll have to see. We're going to see if we can pull this up on our, maybe you have to pull it up on yours. I'm not sure. So we're using a new technology. We have a new software that we're using. It's a live streaming platform. Hey, Amberly, welcome.
Hi, Amberly.
There's Stephen. Stephen says, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Stephen. Nice to have you here. Amberly, my niece, she says, hey. Hey, Amberly. And look who's here, Amanda Stone. Hey, being
Amanda.
here, having you here makes us happy. So we're so happy that you're here. Darian says, what's up? We're up, Darian.
What's up?
So while everybody comes into the room, we're going to go ahead and give you our little brand intro. So we'll be right back. Check this out. And welcome back, everyone. So wasn't that cool? This is part of our new software, so we're sort of playing around with that, and we're just real excited to be doing this live chat with all of you tonight. We've been kind of having a chat for the last couple days of, what can we do while we're home with our YouTube channel, because as you know, we like to travel and get out and about, and much like everybody in the world right now, we're home and we're keeping our distance and making sure that we're safe and healthy, and we hope you all are doing the same. So we kind of thought about it, and we, our mantra being happiness is a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. What were we talking about? What do we think we need to do? Find things
that make us happy every day.
Exactly. It's really important that during this time of isolation and while we're all away from family and friends and we can't necessarily get together, but this platform, YouTube, and there's tons of other social media platforms that exist that really help us connect with family and friends. So we think that that's pretty cool. So we thought we would use our voice and our platform here on YouTube and maybe share some things that we've discovered that make us happy. So we're happy that you guys are here. Look who's here. Hey, Matt and Eric.
Hey, Matt and Eric.
Welcome, you guys. We're so happy to have you joining us. Yeah, Amberly, there you go. You're right on our screen again. Isn't that cool? Yeah, this little technology, I sort of like it. So we were talking last night about doing this live chat, and then we talked today during the day. And we wanted to kind of highlight a few things that we've discovered throughout this past week that we think are real positive examples of people doing good things and people reaching out. And as you know, we're giving a huge shout out. If you happen to be a first responder, you work in a hospital, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a medical professional, you're out there as a police officer or fireman or whatever you might do that puts you on the front line, a grocery store clerk, you guys are the heroes right now. You are the ones keeping this economy going. You're the ones keeping people fed. The farmers, exactly, the truck drivers. So we have a huge amount of thank you to all of you. And there's so much great stuff happening around the world to thank all of those people. So who else we got here? Hey, look it is Corey. Corey says, hey, bros. And Deborah is with us. That's Corey's wife.
Awesome.
Yes, the whole family's here. Love it. And Tricks to Travel.
Hi, Tricks to Travel.
They're coming to us all the way. You're either coming from Germany or now I'm forgetting. India. That's right. I apologize. So welcome.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, you're both over there. So we're so happy to have you guys here. So one of the things we wanted to talk about first tonight was a story that I had seen online. And actually, one of my friends on Facebook sent me a link to this. And I thought it was great. So I wanted to share this little uplifting story with you. And specifically this past week, there was a New Jersey principal, and she got 125 laptop computers donated from Mike Rowe. And if you've ever seen that show on TV called Dirty Jobs, that's Mike Rowe. And what was happening is this teacher in New Jersey, as you know, many students are out of school right now. and she works in a school system that's in a lower socioeconomic area, and a lot of the children that go to that school are impoverished, and they don't have internet services at home, or they don't have laptops. So the school system, as you know, all over the country, lots of this has been going on, where the schools have laptops that they're able to provide their students, but they had a shortage at this particular school. And the students were unable to actually physically get to where they needed to go to get these laptops. And even if they did get a laptop, they didn't have internet service at home. So huge kudos to Mike Rowe for stepping up. He donated 125 laptops. He made sure that these students had 3 months of free internet in their homes. And then a whole bunch of volunteers got together with the principal of the school, and they went door to door delivering these laptops.
Nice.
And I heard that story, and I thought I had to share that with you all, because isn't that a nice, happy story? So what are some things that you guys have heard, or some stories that you have seen over the last week of, great acts of kindness or great acts of selflessness? There's a lot of it happening out there, which is great. Andrew Martin says, hello. Hey, Andrew. Welcome.
Hey, Andrew.
Welcome to our chat tonight. We're happy you're here. Darian says, today is National Sibling Day. I don't know if that's today, but if it is, happy Sibling Day to my siblings. I have 3 wonderful sisters and a brother out there, and they might be tuning in here later. So that's cool. So what do you guys think about that story in New Jersey? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, pretty cool.
I think so. What are some things that you've noticed lately through this? What are some things you and I are doing? Why don't you share with them that we do each day to make ourselves happy?
Well, we start the morning with breakfast together, but we've been doing that forever. It's not something new, but it's
Exactly.
something that start the day together. Having breakfast is important for me, and something that I enjoy. And then since we both work from home, well, I always work from home, but since he's now also working from home, we keep each other company.
Yeah, we do during the day.
Yeah.
We've figured that sitting on the couch with our laptops it's a little too comfortable sometimes, but anyway, so we do that about half the day, and then we get up and move about.
Yeah. And then lunch, which most of the time we didn't have lunch together, because at that time we were always working.
Right.
And so that's nice. And then we are been exercising together now.
We have, and we had gone to the gym before, but typically we do separate things. He's a little more athletic than I am when it comes to the gym, but we've really taken advantage of the fact that we have a pool in the backyard. So one of the things we've been doing together is like water aerobics. We did that again today. And Juan Carlos is very dedicated to doing yoga, which he does pretty much daily for about an hour.
Yeah.
So that's important too, is to, find ways to continue to be healthy. Look who's here. Shannon, welcome to the chat.
Hey, Shannon.
Shannon comes to us from Atlanta. Hello. A very dear friend. Totally love you, bro. Thanks for being here. Great to see your face, or not see your face, but great to have you here. And we appreciate it.
I see your face.
Amberly says that she's seen many women in the area are making yarn extenders to give nurses, so that gives their ears a rest on the masks, which I think is awesome. There are so many people stepping up to the plate and making masks, being creative in ways to help the medical community. I think that's amazing that they're doing that. So, look, we have somebody from Algonquin, Maine. Darian, do you all want a Tesla? Not necessarily, but if somebody gave me one. And then we have Al Ledoux. I think I said your name right, hopefully. Hello from Algonquin. Hello back.
Hello back.
We like Maine. We've been up into the Maine area, not Algonquin, but I know there's some great stuff happening in Algonquin. Very dear friend of mine, Chris Francis, who's a performer. He used to perform in Algonquin. Maybe you got a chance to see him.
Okay. Then we have Andrew. I work in healthcare, and the mask hurt after a couple hours. Yeah, I'm sure.
Andrew, thank you so much for being on the front line, buddy. We really appreciate everything you're doing out there. Yeah, those masks, they definitely, I hear that they hurt your ears and your nose. And then we have Rick Grayson gives us a shout out. Hey boys, good to see you healthy and happy. Yes. Thankfully, we are here. We are healthy. We hope you all are staying healthy as well. and happy.
We have someone from Liverpool, England.
Wow. Hey, welcome from the other
H-House.
side over there
Hello.
in Great Britain, Liverpool, the home of the Beatles.
Yeah.
So yeah, we like Great Britain, and we have plans, hopefully, when this is all over with, to get over to Great Britain and continue on our honeymoon that we want to do over there in England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales sometime in the future. So
Hopefully sooner.
yeah.
Later.
And then we have Gary all the way from Oregon. Hey, Gary, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. So as we were saying, we've been talking about, sharing in this chat tonight, things that we've discovered over the last week or so. There's just been a lot of random acts of kindness happening in the world. Lots of great things that people are doing to help out first responders, which is awesome. Including all of those people that may not be on the front line in the medical world, but they're on the front line in the sense that they're keeping our food supply going. All of those workers that are working in stores, gas stations, convenience stores, the truck drivers that are bringing the food and supplies. It's amazing, that people are really putting themselves out there and making sure that we all...
Yeah, the people taking the garbage. And,
even, just that. The
mail.
Yep, and the mail service and the United States Post Office.
People delivering food and delivering groceries.
Yeah. Have any of you done that? We've been taking advantage of that. We've been home now. This is day 25 for us of being at home, and we've only ventured out twice during that time, really just to go to my office and pick up some supplies. But we've had our groceries delivered. Have any of you taken advantage of delivery of your groceries? And if so, what was your experience? We find it to be great, actually. Darian says, H. Huss is asking if America is in lockdown.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it is. The thing that happens here in the United States is that there's a recommendation from the federal government that people stay at home. And then each state is allowed to make their own decisions. But pretty much all of the states have some sort of mandatory stay at home or some sort of curfew, or, it is different depending on what state you live in as far as what's happening across the country. So each state and then each county within those states have a little bit different guidelines, but that's kind of what's happening here. We're in South Florida, which in the state of Florida, the area that we live in is what they consider one of the hot zones. And therefore we've been on an order pretty much to stay home for the last 3 weeks. So yeah, and it's okay. I think it's great. It's keeping people away from the virus, and it's flattening that curve, and that's been the whole key to this thing.
Yeah, that's the whole key.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move on to another thing that we've been seeing a lot in the media lately, and we're curious to know what your thoughts are of this. And this is specifically dealing with the fact that because of social distancing, and by the way, that's a term that we really don't like. I think I like the word physical distance.
Physical distancing, because this right now, it's an example that there's no thing as social distancing.
Because we're being social with you. So you don't have to necessarily be physically next to somebody to be social. So we're not big fans of the term social distancing. We prefer to say physical distancing, and we think that that's important. But socially, I think it's really important that we find ways to socially communicate. And there's so many platforms, as we said before, about that. But one of the things that is happening because of social distancing, and a byproduct of that, is because we're all staying at home across the entire world, it's apparently having a very positive impact on the environment. So what are some of the things that we saw in the news tonight?
The weather is very clear. It's actually, you can see the bottom. And there's animals that had not been seen in a long, long time that are, swimming around.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing. Like here in South Florida, they did an aerial view. They showed it on the news tonight, sort of a flyover of the coastline from Fort Lauderdale down to Miami. And there's an area in Miami called Biscayne Bay, which is typically very heavily trafficked by boats and ships and things of that nature. And with all of that not happening, you can actually see to the bottom of the waterway, which is something that we'd never see. And there were actually 2 sawfish spotted in the lagoon that apparently they said they've never been there before. Well, maybe they have, you just never saw them, but because people aren't out there, the water is so clear that they were able to be seen
not
from
just
the air.
clear, it's quiet.
Yeah,
so
and it's
the
quiet.
fish are,
They're not afraid to come because there's not so much boat traffic. And then people that are living along the coastline in the high-rise towers and on the bay are sitting on their balconies, and they're seeing turtles and porpoises and all kinds of wildlife swimming freely in the bay that they rarely ever see. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we also saw that the news in India, there were photographs from India, and maybe you can let us know tricks for travel. I don't know if you're in that area. Is it true that the air quality has improved so much over in India that they can actually see the Himalaya mountains when typically you can't? I'm curious if that's a rumor or is that really happening?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Let's read some of the comments.
Let's see. Stephen Rose says where he lives, they don't have grocery delivery unless you're over the age of 65. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but I guess it's good for the elderly that they can do that.
Then Amanda said that we only have one grocery store in my town. They don't have delivery. However, you can call them with your list, then shop for you and bring it out to you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
my father has a store because he lives in a smaller town too, where they do that. They make their order and then they just pull up and they actually pop their trunk and they bring the groceries out and put it in their trunk. That's pretty cool.
It's online.
And then Gary says, my husband and I used a pickup service. We ordered online, have a certain day, and then go pick it up. Yeah, that's a great way to do it too. That we have that option. We can either pick it up or deliver, but thankfully we've been able to have delivery done here. Yeah. Hey, everybody, say hello to Mama. That's my mother, Kathleen Donovan. Hey, Mom, all our love to you. Big kisses. We can't wait to get back to Savannah so that we can give you a big hug in person, but we love you. Yes, very much.
H.A. says, geese were back in Italian canals too. I like them.
Oh, in the canals. Yeah, the geese. Yep. I saw a photograph of that online, which was kind of cool.
And Gary said that he loves physical distancing. Yeah.
Yes. Thanks, Gary. We appreciate that. Yeah. We just think that the term social distancing is a little misleading. Yeah. Because we still need to be social. We're human.
Tricks to Travel replied, he said, yes, that's true. We can see the Himalayas from 200 to 300 kilometers, and it's happening after 85 years.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, Tricks to Travel, who's on the screen right now, everybody, he lives over there. And so this is coming right from somebody who's there. Wow, it's been 85 years. It's amazing what's happening with the planet as far as air quality. That's pretty cool. I like that. Look who's here.
It's Papa Ragu.
Papa Ragu. That's my father, everybody. Say hi to Papa Ragu. Dad, welcome to the channel. And if you're just joining us, everybody, tonight our goal is to just kind of talk about things that make us happy and things that we've seen in the media, positive things. We don't want to talk about all of the negative stuff that's going on. We get enough of that all day long.
That's enough of that.
There's just way too much of it. So our goal is to do this live chat with you, hopefully on a weekly basis, and even past all of this, we'll continue to do this and share with you stories that we've seen that are uplifting and bring happiness to all of you. That's our goal. So yeah, Gary says Tricks to Travel. That's fantastic. Yes, it is, Gary. I think it's really awesome. So let's talk about. Let's go over here. We had another story. There's something coming up on April 18th. I don't know if you've all seen this or not. I'm going to throw up on the screen here just a quick little image. Lady Gaga is going to be doing a concert along with Global Citizen Organization, and it's going to be on April 18th, and it's called One World Together at Home. Concert performance with, obviously herself, Lizzo, Billie Eilish is one, Stevie Wonder, absolutely love him. Tons and tons of stars and celebrities are coming together for this concert. Here's the cool thing about this concert, everybody. This is not like a telethon. This is not one of those concerts where they're going to be putting a ticker across the screen, asking you to call in and donate money. You know what? This is just a concert to celebrate all of the first responders, all of the healthcare workers, the emergency workers, the people on the front line, the truck drivers, the people working in our grocery stores, all of those and all of us around the world that are working together to stop the spread of this virus. they already got all the donations they need. They had businesses, they had corporations, all donated money already, and that to that global organization, and therefore Lady Gaga and her team are helping them to distribute that money to the people who need it most. So there's not going to be any sort of telethon, which I really appreciate that they're doing it that way, because we're all a little tired of that, and it's tough. And hopefully we're all doing our own way to make contributions to our community as we can. So.
Yeah, I mean, you can support your local with the very smallest thing. Like, for instance, I used to go to a yoga class in Costa Rica in a yoga studio that is close to my house. But since I moved here, I was not able to go. Mm-hmm. And now Katia, she's the instructor, the teacher. She's doing the classes online. Mm-hmm. So I paid my fee to participate in the classes online. So somehow I'm helping a small business mm-hmm. from my country to continue through this crisis, right?
Yeah. So, no, it's absolutely a good thing. And there's so many businesses that are doing things like that. There's creative people out there. So people who are in the fitness industry, teachers, for example, there's a lot of them are offering tutoring services. Maybe you have a child that's at home that's struggling with math or history or whatever. And maybe there's a teacher in your community that maybe needs a little extra assistance, and maybe they offer some tutoring. Utilize the online world right now and find ways to contribute to your local community and to people and businesses within your community that might be doing things to make a little extra money. So
yeah,
that's a good way to help support.
Yeah, it's been nice to see how many businesses have been reinventing themselves.
Yes, exactly.
And it's true, in times of crisis, people get creative.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of great things that come out of this, and obviously a lot of changes for everybody in the future, and there's so many unknowns. But if there's one ray of hope amongst everything, is everything that we've been seeing, especially over the last week. It seems like the last 7 days, there's just been a lot of positive energy and positivity that's happening, not only here in the United States, but across the world. And that's really refreshing to see that. So I like it. Corey says some of his friends up in Chattanooga are making masks.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, a very good friend of mine in Atlanta. He's actually, we used to work together at Disney. He makes puppets, and he makes costumes for theater companies, and a lot of the stuff that you see in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is made by him. And he had all of this fabric and everything at home, and obviously he's not doing that other work right now. So he's doing the same thing. He's making masks, and he set like a very low price for them. He donated a bunch to first responders, but then regular people can now order from him. So yeah, by the way, shout out to him, Vito World. You can find him there. And then Corey says, I believe this event will change the way we work, more home office, which is good for the environment. Absolutely. We were talking about that. Juan Carlos has been working from home for almost 2 years.
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years. Yeah. Full time working from home.
Yeah, I started working from home like 5 years ago, but at the beginning it was like only like experiment. So it was like 1 day, and then the next year they switched to 2 or 3 days from home, and 2 years ago switched to full time. Mm-hmm. And it's been working great. I mean, it's time saving, of course, for me a lot. And you save in gasoline, time, and a lot of resources, even for the company. I mean, they don't need to expand physical space for me.
Right.
So at the end, it's a win-win. It's a win-win thing.
Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting, because I think it's definitely showing a lot of corporations and companies that there are other ways of doing their business.
Actually, Marcela, mm-hmm. Well, that she works with her dad in her own accounting company.
Right.
And her dad was not a fan of work from home stuff, but because of the situation, they had to do it.
Right.
And now he's liking it, because he says that people are actually working and they are getting stuff done. And, mm-hmm. So yeah, they are considering to keep doing the same even after all of this.
Right. And he's talking about Marcela, who's his best friend that lives in Costa Rica and works with her father. They own an accounting company down there. So, yeah, I think, it goes to that old adage, don't work harder, work smarter.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily, because we've for so long have come accustomed, especially in the United States, that there's just such an emphasis on putting in the hours, putting in the work. You got to be there. You got to put in your, nobody works 40 hours. You got to work 50, 60, 70. And I don't know how productive that really is. I think there's been a lot of studies that have shown it's not.
They've been doing it in Europe for a few years now, that they reduce the amount of hours and people are working more because they want to get stuff done,
right, and
be able to enjoy the rest of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's the nice thing, that when you are able to work from home, you can schedule your life and be able to do things that are important to you and be productive. So
of course there are jobs that cannot be done from home, of course, obviously, but the ones that you can do it from home, it's better you just do it from home.
Absolutely. What do you guys think about that? I know Gary says there'll be a significant shifting in thinking, more unity and less greed. That's Milo has that to say. I agree with you, Milo. I think that there's going to be a lot of shifting in the way we do business. And then Gary said he agrees it's time for this kind of creativity to get us through this difficult time. There's a lot of it going on. There's just a lot of really cool stuff happening in the world. So yeah, let's keep remembering all of those things. As we said, air quality is getting better, which is pretty cool. So there's one other thing that we wanted to share with all of you, and I'm going to see if I can do this, so bear with me. This is my first time trying this, so let us know if it works. But specifically, we wanted to share the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus did a virtual chorus, and it's called Truly Brave, and it was put out today or yesterday to honor all of the first responders. And I saw this on YouTube, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing. So we want to share that video with you all. So let me pull it up here, and we're going to play it. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we did. And here you go.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, oh I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, the darkness inside you makes you feel so small.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You could be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. But I wonder what could happen. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. I wanna see you, just wanna see you. I wanna see you, I wanna see you be brave. Show me your smile, I sit there, everybody still see unhappy and remember when the feeling was. That's all you love, got to find if this world is so crazy. And take it all and then told me there's a way out of the victory. Told me I'm gonna make you stay, I'll be there for mine. Only I'll make your praise. Say what you wanna say, and let the words fall out. Honesty, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say, and let the words fall out. Honesty, I wanna see you be brave. Be afraid to let them show your true colors, your true colors. This is your history of silence. can't remember when I saw you laughing. Let your words be anything but empty. Just don't be elegant, you know I'll be there. And see you say what you wanna say. And let the words in your mouth. I wanna see you, I wanna see you like
Wow, it's pretty powerful, isn't it?
That's
pretty awesome. And yeah, I just think that video definitely had a lot to say. Definitely speaks volumes. So, what do you guys think about it? Tricks for Travel says one of the friends in Minneapolis had a struggle to get toilet paper. Yeah, that's a huge problem here.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
For some reason, that's
thankfully we had enough. But he also said, "What a lovely video. Love the music. Brave, especially the way they're singing together." Yeah, I think they did a really nice job putting that whole thing together. Gary says it's really nice. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, Gary. So yeah, if you guys check out their video, share that video, share it on your platforms, because I think it would be great for people to see that. Corey says it sums it up nicely. Mom says goosebumps, smiles, and of course big old Irish tears. Oh, we love you, Mom. Love those tears. Dad says very, very nice. Good. I'm glad it came across fine. That's the first. This is the first time we're using this platform. I've been sort of practicing with it only for a couple hours early today, but it's a software that somebody recommended in the broadcasting world, and there a lot of the companies are actually using the software. Places like if you look at and you watch Jimmy Kimmel or you watch The Late Show, and they're all doing their shows from home, and they're using something very similar to the software I'm using right now.
Yeah, and I think the quality is fine. I mean, I'm watching it in my phone, and it's 720.
Yeah, I think it looks good. It's HD. It's not full 1080, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
So we look like we're coming in clear. Like, you remember Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Mike TV? Am I coming in clear? Hello.
We have this comment from Gary. It says, a time to slow down and reflect on what's important to us. Family, for one. As humans, we need human contact. I have my husband, but not everyone does. But also seeing my family, miss that too. Yeah, I miss that too.
Absolutely, Gary. You're 100% right. Shannon says, you're so right, Gary. Yep. So Shannon agrees with him. For some, it's even more emotional time. Don't ever miss a moment to tell those that are important. Tomorrow is never promised. So true, Shannon. And we love you.
We love you.
You know, you can pick up the phone and call us anytime you want, Shannon, and family out there. So yeah, we're very honored that my dad is here, my mother is here, my niece Amberly is watching. Yeah, warms our heart. That we're
Shannon is asking, what software is this? He's trying to find something that works with Zoom to Facebook Live.
This works with Facebook Live as well, and the software is called, you can find it, there's a free version it's called StreamYard. That's the name of it. And it works with Facebook, it works with YouTube, and it even works with what's that software or that social media for business? Or LinkedIn. LinkedIn now has a LinkedIn Live, believe it or not, video live. It's new, it's something new. So
here working.
yeah. So you can check out StreamYard. That's what we're using. So yeah, kind of like it. And what else? So what are you guys doing? What are some things that are keeping you guys busy during this time? Gary says he remembers Willy Wonka, Mike TV. And Darian wants to know, do we wear the same size shoe? No, Darian, we do not wear the same size shoes because even you can tell in our photos, we have a little height difference, so our feet are different sizes. So there you go. We're not talking about our feet anymore. No more talk of that. We're talking about other stuff tonight, Darian. Appreciate it, though.
Deborah is asking, you are coming up on your 2nd month anniversary. That is true. In just 6 more days.
Oh, yeah. 6 more days. Wow. Mm-hmm. Can you believe it's been 2 months? Deborah was at our wedding. Corey was at our wedding. Shannon Pruitt was at our wedding. And, of course, my mother, Kathleen Donovan, she was there. And my father, John Spano, he was there. And, yeah, that was back in February. It seems like so long ago.
It's weird because it seems so long, like so distant, because our lives, everybody's has changed so much.
Right.
So that's what it makes it look like it's been so long. But at the same time, I remember like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
Yeah, it's still, every time I think, I was even thinking about it earlier today. He was doing yoga, and I was going through some photos and looking for things to ideas for this chat tonight. And I thought about sharing some of the wedding video, but we've already published the highlights of our wedding, as well as a little documentary. If you haven't had a chance to see that, go back to our channel and look at it. It's the planning, the 2 months leading up to our wedding, of all of the stuff that we did to pick our venue and the location, and then of course the highlights of our wedding, which was great. Mm-hmm. Amanda says, we finally have time to finish remodeling the house. I've only been working on it for 2 years. I hear that from a lot of people. There's lots of projects. I was watching a video today with a friend of mine up in Orlando. Finally put a fence up around their house that they've been wanting to do for forever.
Because he wants to keep people
keep that social distancing going. So good for you, Amanda. That's awesome. Congrats. And my mother says, Kari and I went to the lake across from my house yesterday. So good to get outside and fresh air. Yes, it is. And we encourage you to get out and go for walks, go stroll around your neighborhood. If you can do that, fresh air is good. But again, keep that physical distance, not social distance. You can socialize, just
say, hey,
stay 6 to 12 feet away from each other. Gary says, been doing yard work with some nice weather, fixed a gutter problem and rebuilt some deck. Yeah. We've done a couple projects here. I've cleaned out one of the closets a couple weeks ago and got a bag full of shoes that I'm going to be donating to charity. That they're still good quality, but I couldn't believe I think I had a problem, a little bit of a shoe hoarder. And then I organized our sock drawers. Yeah, that was good.
and then it's been organized ever since.
Yeah, we kept it that way. And then we started on our garage. We're going to finish the garage this weekend. Maybe we'll finish it this weekend.
We might finish half of the garage.
We did about a quarter of it last weekend, and now we got the bigger side to do and get through. So it's a lot of.
If it was for me, I'll be organized all the time, but someone is a little messy.
He thinks I'm messy. I'm not messy. I'm just organized chaos. He's a little OCD sometimes, but that's okay. I still love him. Sorry, Darian, to hear you're a little stressed. I know it's tough. You got to get out of the house. Hopefully you can try to, even if you just get out in your yard, we do that. We've gotten in the car twice in the last 3 weeks and gone for a drive. But other than that, it's just been here at home.
Shannon says that it doesn't seem like it's been that long. The most beautiful wedding I have been to. Lots of tears of joy, beautiful messages from the family. I will always cherish it.
Oh, thank you, Shannon. And we were so honored to have you at our wedding and be there. It meant the world to us. Mm-hmm. To have our close friends and our family by our side. It was great.
Amanda says we took our hamster outside for a run around the yard today. We had fun.
I would love to see that. You need to do a video of that. Yeah. Put it on your Facebook.
Yeah,
that would be, or wherever, or send us a video, because we're not. Yeah, we don't do Facebook. On Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah, you put it Instagram.
You could put it on Instagram.
That would be great. Fun. Let's see. Corey says, kids are digital learning from school and you're still driving every day. And then Deborah is working from home. Yeah. How is that, having the kids at home all the time? Is it good? Are they enjoying the digital environment, doing schoolwork that way? I'm wondering.
Look, Amanda says
Amanda's husband calls him messy too. Oh, Amanda, you're the messy one. Ah, okay. I wouldn't say would you say I'm messy?
hot mess.
I love you. Tricks for travel, they got to go. Can't wait to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. All the best to you over there.
Bye.
Continued good health. And look who's here.
Devo
Lava is here. Hello, Devo.
Hey, girl.
Welcome. We're happy to have you here. So happy to see you. So, yeah. So anyway, as we said, we've just been chatting about some lifestyle, happy things that we've noticed. And Juan Carlos, what's that in the bag there? What do you got there? What's happening over there? Why don't you show everybody? There's something he's got in his hand. What is it? Dun 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 dun.
Galletas.
Talk about something that makes us happy.
Galletas make me happy.
Can I have a bite?
No.
Corey. I made chocolate chip cookies last night.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided we would treat ourselves while we're doing our chat.
Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, we're losing weight.
I know. Devo says he's been craving cookies. Mm-hmm. Well, if you were here, we would share, but unfortunately you're not. So you have to get your own. Just kidding. Sorry, don't mean to be torturing you. Oh, we're not fair. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I made some last night. We do have to do more grocery shopping this coming week.
Ice cream.
Yeah, he's been saying that all week. He never wants ice cream. Like that's a rare. Sometimes we'll go get ice cream, but we never buy it for the house. So, but we'll get some this week and have it.
Mm-hmm.
So we can have some ice cream. What's your guilty pleasure? What are your treats? I know I said the last time we did a live, as far as candy, mine is Reese's peanut butter cups and
peanut butter and everything.
He loves peanut butter, and I also like peanut M&Ms. So there's a little theme there. We like peanuts. Can you tell? And chocolate chip cookies. But what do you guys like? What are your guilties?
Oh no! Look, Amanda.
Oh, Darian says, "Are we eating out?" He's not. No, you know what, Darian? We haven't. We haven't ordered. We have cooked for the last 3 weeks. Every single meal we've had has been home. We haven't done any.
Everything.
Everything. Every single thing has been home.
That's why.
Prior to this, we used to eat out a lot.
That's why we've been
losing weight
because when you eat, when you cook at home, you know what you're preparing. Mm-hmm. You tend to eat a little less.
True.
And probably a little bit healthier. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's part of it, and it's been good. I like it.
Yeah, we've had some good meals. Amanda says now that you're eating cookies, she feels less guilty about eating her husband's birthday cake. Did you just hit your funny bone? Oh, he just hit his elbow on the corner of the table. We're a little cramped. We're kind of sitting at this table. We don't usually do our live from here, so we'll have to find a different area in the house to do it. But because we have this new software, I wanted to be on a table as opposed to like on my lap. Gary says, interesting. My husband John just baked a bunch of the same chocolate chip cookies. He's nice. A baker by trade. Wow, lucky you. There's some good stuff going on in that house. Yummy, yummy. Devo says he likes Gushers and fruity candies. Huge into gummy worms. Oh yeah, I used to like gummy bears and things like that. Our vitamins are gummies.
Yeah.
So we kind of eat those, but just in our vitamins. Corey says MD 2020. For those of you that don't know, that's really, really old school alcohol. That's funny. Darian says he likes cheesecake and loves the Cheesecake Factory. Well, guess what, Darian?
We do too.
We love it. And what's your favorite dish there? Got to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Bang bang chicken and shrimp.
Bang bang chicken and shrimp. He loves that bang bang chicken and shrimp. I like their Parmesan crusted chicken Romano, which is really yummy. Love it. Amanda says her guilty treat is vanilla ice cream cones. She eats at least 3 or 4 a day. Wow. Good for you, Amanda. I want to come live with you. That sounds like yumminess going on there. And Gary says, you guys are doing just fine. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Gary. We appreciate that. We're trying. We're having fun. We find those moments. And, we're very blessed to have each other during this time. We know a lot of you out there maybe watching this are alone, and you don't have somebody to talk to all day long or whatever. So we encourage you to find ways of using social media to reach out.
Yeah, in a good way.
yeah, use it in a very good way. Find, your family, your friends, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp or YouTube. There's so many ways of keeping in touch during this time. So again, that's one of the reasons we're not a big fan of that word social distancing. Physical distancing, yes. Social distancing, no. That's what we say. So stay social. And then Gary says, yeah, living with what did he say? Where did it go? Sorry, there was comments coming in. I couldn't see. Living with a baker is both great and dangerous. I can imagine. That would be like, working at a pizza parlor and eating pizza all day long, which really sounds good. That's what we had for dinner tonight. Tell them what we had.
We had cauliflower crust pizza.
We did.
It was very good. I like it. Yeah, you actually don't taste the difference between cauliflower pizza and regular pizza.
No, it really does taste very much the same, and it's healthier, obviously, the cauliflower crust versus the dough crust. We buy the pre-made. You can buy them from California Pizza Kitchen, has them in the frozen section. And then we add our own toppings. Like I made some chicken tonight to go on top of it. It was delicious. Really, really good. So Devo says, it's funny because I actually just started talking to a sweet guy. So he's been keeping my mind off the mat. That's awesome. Congratulations, Devo. That's always fun. Use social media,
wisely.
Develop a little bit of relationship. Nothing wrong with that. That's kind of exciting. I like to hear that. And then Peanut J says, I worked in a pizza parlor and ate lots of pizza. Never got tired of it. Yeah, I don't think I would get tired of it either. I did work when I was young in high school. I worked at a place called the Mad Italian in Atlanta. And to this day, I still love a meatball sub. And they had really good meatball subs there. They also had really good Philly cheesesteaks, even though it's an Italian restaurant. They were good. It was really good. So going back, just to recap some of our conversations that we had tonight, one of the things we talked about is that the air quality is improving around the world because of a byproduct of the people staying at home is that the environment is actually getting better. And that's pretty cool. So that made us happy to see. And then we shared with you the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus, which was great, truly brave. And if you didn't see that, just rewind it here or go to their YouTube channel and be sure to check out that video. It's great. And then coming up on April 18th, join Lady Gaga and the Global Citizen Organization for a live concert that's going to be streamed all over the world and on television stations. And actually, the other cool thing I didn't mention before, all three networks here in the USA, ABC, CBS, and NBC, have all come together to share the concert. And again, it's not like a telethon. They're not going to be asking you for money or anything like that. And that makes it even better. It's just a celebration of all of those on the front line during this crisis. So that's pretty cool. Love it. What's that?
Okay, folks, I'm out to bed. Need to get up early to watch my grass grow.
Somebody's got to watch. Oh, Dad. All right. Good night, Papa Ragu. Thanks for joining in. God bless you as well. And we will be calling you soon.
Ricky is in. Good evening, Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. Welcome, welcome. My roommate belonged to the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir in the mid-90s. Yeah, they are. They're one of the top, gay choirs in the country, and really love what they did with that video. It's beautiful. Shannon says, oh my God, I love the Mad Italian. Now I'm craving that Philly. It is best in town. I'm surprised you've been there. Shannon, I used to work there when I was in high school. And I think they recently moved, but it used to be next door to a bowling alley over there in the Dunwoody area outside of Atlanta. So tell me, is that the same one you go to? I think maybe they have more than one. Not sure. That's very cool.
Another good news is that my country, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
I think if it's not the only one, it's the one of the few that we are collecting more people recover than deaths.
That's true.
We only have had three people who died, and as today we have 42 people recovered.
That is true. Yeah, they've done a really good job in Costa Rica of containment, and they were able to identify and isolate people initially, so that the spread has been relatively low within Costa Rica. And of course, they shut their borders just like every other country, and they've been really, really a lot stricter in some ways than even here. You know, you're not allowed to be out in your cars on the roads unless you have special permission.
Like during the last 2 days, yesterday and today, because it's the Easter week, and it's Good Thursday and Good Friday are holidays in my country. Then of course, previous year, everybody was out. Everybody was going to the beach. Everybody was going to hotels, and this year what they did was a restriction based on the plate number, and you were like yesterday and today, you were only allowed to be in your car if you could prove that you were going to the supermarket or the pharmacy or an emergency.
That's it. So yeah, I mean, drastic measures, but obviously it's proving that it's working down there, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we're happy because it really, we're obviously been concerned about his family and his mom and dad, just as much as I'm concerned about my family here. But so we're thrilled that they're all doing well and they're safe. So that's great.
We are still getting more cases every day, but that's happening everywhere. However, again, we only had 3 deaths and 42 people recover. So we have more recovered people than which is.
And that's actually, I'm really enjoying seeing those. One of the other things that makes me happy is seeing that there's a lot more media attention to those that are recovering, and those happy stories, and those stories like, where the hospital staff is applauding the people as they're leaving. Those are the things we need to really be uplifting and not so, focused on the negative all the time. So that's one of our goals with this live chat is that we can focus on the good things that are happening out there. Devo Lover says he loves your shirt. Show everybody your shirt. I'll get rid of that. He is definitely my, as I always call him, my sexy metal nerd, because he likes heavy metal music. I think he's sexy, and he's a big nerd. Thus, he wears stuff like this, and and that's okay. He likes doing math problems for fun. That's pretty nerdy, right? But I think it's cool.
I like it.
Yeah, no, he does. He enjoys that kind of stuff. Shannon says it's in Yep, exactly. Chamblee Dunwoody area. And yeah, the bowling. Oh, it is. The bowling alley is still there. We're talking about the Mad Italian restaurant outside of Atlanta, for those who are curious. So we're coming up on almost an hour of our first official Happiness Live chat. And if you haven't done so yet, there's a little thumbs up icon. Throw it up there. Give us a little thumbs up. And then after, if you really enjoyed this video, maybe share it with your friends or your family, so that we can continue to do these. It's been fun for us. It gives us something to do, and we look forward to chatting with all of you. And we've had some really dedicated people that have been following our channel for the last year, and we're so grateful.
Yeah, we are all almost.
We're close.
17.
Yeah, almost 1,700 subscribers to the channel, which is amazing. So, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for being part of our YouTube family. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so yet, what should they do?
Subscribe.
Yeah, why not? It's easy. There's a little button right down there. Just
you can
smash
the like button to this video.
And you can do that. And with that being, I was just showing Juan Carlos something on the phone. There's a little icon there. That's where
I saw that.
Yeah,
that's where you can do the
super chat or whatever that is. I haven't seen that before. It's new. Something else we got new to YouTube is that we have that ability as well, which is really cool. Devo
says that ever get
mobile streaming
figure out.
We haven't done it yet on the mobile, but now that we are officially monetized by YouTube and we can use YouTube's streaming platform, I believe we can do the mobile streaming.
We haven't tried it, but
we haven't,
will.
but we're gonna. Matt and Eric, and if they're still here, let me give them a shout out, by the way, one more time. If you haven't done so, Matt and Eric, they're up there outside of Atlanta. They are an amazing couple. This is a little screenshot of their YouTube channel. We highly recommend go over and check those guys out. They do a great job, and we really appreciate them. We did a collab video with them in Savannah.
It was just
what?
Oh,
What happened?
thank you. Divi just gave us a
Devo, you are awesome. That's really, really nice. He gave us, you are our first super chat, Devo. Yay! If I had music and sounds and bells and whistles, I would throw that up. But that is so nice, Devo. That is beyond nice. We will put that to the side, and as soon as we can get out to a Starbucks, guess what? We're going to buy a coffee in your honor. And Amanda says, you thank us for watching you. We should thank you for posting us. Oh, that's so sweet, Amanda. No, we do. You know, it really means the world to us that, you know, we have an audience. When we started our YouTube channel, the whole reason we started doing these videos was really just to share with our family and friends. It wasn't that we wanted to make money, and wasn't that we wanted a huge audience. We were traveling in Costa Rica and traveling in the United States, and we wanted to be able to make some videos to show our family and friends our adventures and what we were doing. And then somehow or another, it started resonating with other people, and people like you, Amanda, and Devo Lover, and Ricky, and it's just been there's a core group of people that have been following us. Jasenia, Darian. I mean, all of you guys have just really, really warmed our heart with your comments and your feedback, and yeah, it means the world to us. So thank you. We're gushing, I know. But yeah, anyway, we really appreciate it. And again, thanks, Devo. That's very kind of you. So we're gonna do more of these chats, and what we would encourage you to do is give us some comments below. If you got questions for us, or you have any ideas of topics that we can do for these live chats, we'd love to hear from you, and we'll incorporate those into our future chats. And then throughout this coming week, we'll do this again next Friday night, same time, same place. We'll do 9 o'clock. So put that on your calendar. And we're going to be looking for more fun, happy stories over the next week, things that are uplifting, that go with our mantra. And if you find those, share them with us. Go to our Instagram or put a comment here on our channel. We would really appreciate it. And also, we do have a Twitter. All of those are the @ symbol, Geo and JC. Easy peasy. So with that being said, we are going to call it a night, because we got to make a phone call to his family in Costa Rica, and it's coming up on the 10 o'clock hour. We so appreciate you guys, as always. Remember, happiness is a lifestyle.
You can say it too.
Yes, you can say it. Say it loud, say it proud. And again, we really appreciate you guys. So happy Easter for those celebrating. Happy Passover for all of our Jewish friends. It is Good Friday. And yeah, whatever you do this weekend, make it a happy weekend.
Thank you. Count. Be safe.
Yes, be safe, everybody.
Stay healthy.
Thank you very much. And with that being said, our outro in 3, 2, 1.